Hello, welcome to this ONSHAPE tutorial. Today we're covering the shapes or the challenges in this secure section here. If you haven't already, have a look at the previous two videos which I have covered the shapes on the right hand side. When you log into ONSHAPE, on the left hand side you can see a range of options, so you can open files that you've created or recently opened, and also if you click on the public section here you can search for the files for today's tutorial. So I'm going to type in TPD, so Teach Product Design, and I'm going to type in Extrude and hit enter. This will load up previous models that I've created or other users have copied off mine, and if you click at the top modified you will then see the file for today's tutorial. So if you click on that, it will take a few seconds and that will open up. And as you can see, this is the first challenge for today. If you don't have the options at the top of the screen like this, you will see some similar symbols there and along the bottom. What you need to do is go into this area here and go copy workspace, save that into your own ONSHAPE account or in your ONSHAPE area, and then you can then obviously edit that and you can share it with anybody you want. So the first thing to do is click on the plus, select Create Part Studio. That will open a tab just here after a few seconds, and as you can see we've got our planes and everything we could draw on. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this tab here, or this part, as a reference so we can see basically the order I've done this in, what features I've used and so on. So this one looks quite complicated in terms of that it looks like it's been created on a number of different planes. But it is relatively simple. So if we scroll this back in time and edit sketch, we can then see here, drag that in, this basic shape. So we're going to have a go at creating that shape on the top plane. So go to sketch, click on the top plane, press N, and then we're going to use this corner rectangle tool to drag out a basic shape to start with. We can then use the dimension tool at the top, or D for dimension, to start dimensioning some of these. So let's have a quick look back at our reference model, especially if you've got a brain or memory like me. Okay, it is always good to make reference. So this looks quite easy. So we've got 30 by 10. Let's go back to that. So I'm going to go 10, and we can always change this if we've messed it up. We're going to go 30, so each time I'm clicking enter, put that in the middle, and let's have a look back again. So we've got, actually, let's have a look, so 5, from there, and the dimension for these top bits is 10, 30, 10 and 20 either side, so if you can remember that one. So 20, 10, and we'll go for 30. So we'll just check that again. There we go, we've got another 10 here, and we just check the dimensions, so it's always good to check. So let's have a look, and actually from, if we turn on the planes, from that centre line I've actually put it 10, so if we're being really picky we could go from there to that edge 10 and get that exactly where we want it to be. So that's a good way of practicing your dimensions, and everything is defined, so there's no blue on there, so when we save this sketch we won't get any warning. So if we zoom out, turn to this angle so we can see what we're going to do. So we go back in to our reference model, and we're going to create a simple extrude. So I can check the size by just clicking on that edge, and I can see it's 10 millimeters. If I want to, I can go and edit, and I can also check the feature as well. So 10 millimeters, nice and easy. So I'm going to press Shift and E to get the extrude up. Select those three by selecting them individually, and we're going to type in 10 and enter to confirm that. Once we're happy and we got it the right direction, If you haven't, you can always flip it, so we're having a sketch going up like so. And we're going to confirm that. So the next challenge of this will be to create a sketch on that particular face there. So not on a plane this time, on that. So we'll go to edit, check out these sizes. Hopefully I can actually remember these this time. So let's go back to here. So that face there, sketch, press N, and we're going to go up. So again, corner rectangle, snap it to this face here, and then we'll have a look. So we're going across like so. So 10 now, and we're going to go 30, and we're going to choose this to be 10 again as well. Let's have a quick look here. So we've got 30 going up as well, so make sure that's why we've got those blue lines. And if I click enter, and you will see that it's all defined, so no blue sketches again. So we're going to go to extrude, just spin this around. It's already selected the base of the shapes I want. If it hasn't, okay, I could always choose that option there and select them again. So it looks like we're going in the wrong direction. Let's have a quick look at how I did it on here. So I've extruded it and I've gone up to that edge there. So I'll show you 2 or 3 ways of doing that actually. So we can go up, we could go blind, so I could go 10, confirm that and just flip it. And if we make sure we click add so it all merges together, that will achieve what we want. So if I just confirm that, you can see like that. There are other ways of doing it. Instead of doing it blind, we could do it up to face, spin this around and click on that face. So again, we've got the same end result. I could also go up to vertex and click, if I can, let's have a look. Oops, well, got too many things selected here. So if we go like that for those 2 bits, the vertex is that point there. There you go. So sometimes if you've over selected things, just delete it, start again, and then you can select it. So we've gone through blind, 10mm, up to the face, and we've gone up to vertex. So that's different ways of achieving the same result. And we've gone add, so we've only got one part. Just confirm that. There we go. So we've got this bendy shape now going around like that. So we've got one last little bit to do. And that is, if we have a look. So this time I've created a sketch on that top surface. And if we look at those dimensions, just press N, space them out a little bit so you can actually see. And let's have a quick look. So it's 10, basically 10 there, it would be 10 there and 10 there, so basically 30 in total. So top surface, sketch, N for normalize, come in, select a corner rectangle, wake up that point so I can go along like that. Okay, just drop it for now, type in 10. I can use the dimension tool actually to go from that bit to that section, 10 and enter, and I can go from there to there, or the total length 30, like so. If you mess any of these up, as I've said in previous videos, it's quite easy, just double click on them and you can change it. So if you've accidentally done that in the wrong dimension, don't need to start again, anything is editable. So we've done that, easy. So shift E, and it's going to think about it, there we go. We're going to flip it down, and again you've got all those different options. So you could go blind by 10mm, you could go up to face and select that face, and again you've got the option of going up to vertex, and here we go, choosing the point now like that. So any of them will result in the same outcome. So just could turn all those off so you can see. Turn this to a nice isometric view, and there we go. So that's the challenge done. If we go to here, if you want to, you could double click and you could change your colour. So I'm going to go for a nice dark blue colour. So that's the fourth one I want. And that is it. Complete. So the final challenge is the one you can see on screen. So if we go to the plus and select Create Part Studio, after a few seconds the Part Studio will appear. You've got all your planes to draw on, and then we can use this as a reference model. So if we have a quick look, what we've got is 2 extrudes, 2 sketches and a fillet. And there's different ways you could do this. You could create the side first and then extrude the top down, or, which I think I did, if we have a look, is I created a sketch on the top, extruded that down, and then a sketch on the side, and then so on, as you can see. So there's lots of different ways to do that. So if we go in the same order as I did, so we go to edit and we have a look here. So we have got, if we tidy this up, sort of an L shape, which is 40 by 20, and the center point, if we turn on the planes, turn them on, okay, is up here. So we're going from that way. Easy peasy. Right, let's go sketch, top, N to flatten out. We're going to go G or quarter rectangle. We're going to draw this down here. And if we have a quick look, you can see it then comes down as well. So click on that point. And we're going to dimension this. So we're going to go type in the dimensions. We can type in that one, type in that one, and so on. So if you've got a memory like a sieve like me, have a quick look. So we've got 40 by 20, 40 by 20, so 20 mil there. And from, oops, that, not that one. If you ever do that, hit delete. 20 there. And we've got to do, say, 20 there. So we've got 20, 20, 20, 40 from there. There we go. I just had the 40 down the bottom, it doesn't really matter, it could be up the top. There we go. Easy. So confirm that. Let's have a quick look. I extruded that. Let's have a look at the distance. We went 10 mil, or you could go edit, and you can see I went down by 10 mil. Nice and easy. So Shift and E, or extrude at the top. Spin it around, 10 mil, enter, flip the direction, and we're creating new, so you see the part will appear. There we go, first bit done. So what I did next is I then created a sketch on this surface here. So if we have a quick look, flatten this, I'm going to do a little sketch of like this, roughly, and then I'll dimension it. So go on that side, press N, little sketch using the quarter rectangle to start with. And if we type in those sizes, actually, we're going to go for 40 by 10. So select D for dimension, type 40, type 10, and enter each time. And then we've got that. Now we're going to use a straight line tool, or L for line, and we're going to use that to create this. So we're going to go along to the centre, down and along. So let's go L for line, from that point to that point. I'm going to come along here. We could wake up that if we wanted to, that point there. Go along and again join this one here. So if we check the dimensions out, we've got 20 from there and 10 from there. So D for dimension, so point to point, 20, that point to that point, 10, and you can see nothing is blue, so we've got that fully defined. Again, as always, double click on any of these and you can change and update them if you've got it wrong. So change the view and zoom in a little bit so we can see what's happening. I'm going to go to extrude. So if we have a look, at how much we've extruded this by. Again, two different ways of doing this. We can edit, okay, and we can see we've gone basically in by 10mm, or we could have just selected that edge there and see we're going in by 10mm. So 10mm, confirm that, and we want it to flip it. If you see the arrow, we want to flip it the other way like that, otherwise it's 10mm too long if we have it on that side. And don't worry if you've messed it up like that and you realise, oh, I've added it, it's looking a bit too long, don't delete it, just go back in, edit and flip the direction like so. So we've got this shape. So all we've got to do now is round these edges here. So if we go in, and we could check how much I've done that. So there's a fillet tool, and there's a few different ways of doing this. So I could just easily fillet it by 10mm. So go to fillet, select the two edges, and it's automatically got 10mm. Obviously you can change it there, and we can update that. So that's a very quick way of doing it, and that's probably the way I would do it. If you don't want to do that, there is a different way, so let's delete that. So we could go into our original sketch, go edit, okay, but sometimes this can cause a few problems, we'll see. So if we go sketch fillet, click on that point, confirm that, type in the size, and again choose this one, click, okay, and confirm the size, update that, let's have a look. Yeah, it's done the same thing as well. But then it's sort of, that feature's then hidden in there. Okay, it doesn't really matter, but I just tend to use the fillets on there. I just find it a bit quicker. The other way you could do it is, if I go and do, is I could create a separate sketch at the top, like so. So I could go sketch, press N, and then this is a bit of a long-winded way of doing it. So I could go to project that line, that line, that line, then go back to my sketch fillet. So at that point, I've clicked confirm size. So at that point, I've clicked confirm size. I can then go extrude, and we could come in, and we can select that one and that one, and we could go remove, and you could type in -10, so 10mm down, and we could do it that way. That is obviously quite long-winded. Okay, so again, I feel always the easiest option is to click fillet. Now we can turn all these off, so we get to a nice view of our shape. I'm going to press F, go to isometric, there you go. And again, you could change your colour to whatever you want. So I'm just going to double click on that, and I'm going to go for a nice blue. Once I'm happy with that, click on the appearance, and that's it. That's the second challenge done. And that's it. That's the 2 challenges done. And if you've enjoyed that, hit the thumbs up. And if you're interested in future videos, please hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one.